that good? Mmm. Mmm. Scatterbrain today, so I'm just gonna bust this out. Hey, it's Little Willie. Let me turn the camera back around. Say hi. Oh, over here. Say hi. All right. So, I don't know. I don't really care which one we start with. I'll just kind of put both of these. Let me see if this is gonna. All right. So, do you guys want to learn about Instagram first or Facebook? Because I really don't care. Oh my god. Yay! I think, yeah, I changed my settings. I had it so that only people who I was following with could watch my things. Instagram with them. So I learned actually a lot from, like, you can kill it on Facebook, but I learned a lot of what I didn't know and things that I'm going to start doing and teaching my team to do, because Facebook is really a totally different world, and don't mind me, I'm like still in my pajamas, it's been crazy. So we're going to start with Instagram. I don't know which pages first. So Instagram is a very like different market. The two differences between Instagram and Facebook is that Instagram is a cold market and Facebook is a warm market. So basically what that means is Facebook is people who when you first start, it's mostly people who you know, people who, you know, your high school friends, friends of the family, your family, people that you know. Yeah, is that good? And it's just people who actually know you. Facebook is very different, where it's a cold market, and most of the people who are going to follow you on Instagram, you will never meet in person. And Facebook is really more like formal, where people, I mean, they don't really get offended, but they're like, who's this person who's adding me on Facebook? Versus Instagram, you just hit accept when people want to follow you. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna kind of show you guys. Now you're gonna be talkative. All right, so here is my. Let me turn my brightness down. I don't know if you guys can see this. This is my my Instagram. So there's a couple things that people are going to look at first when you request them as a friend. Okay, so the first debatable, the first thing you want to figure out is if you want your profile to be public or private. I was doing public for a while, and people were adding me, and I wasn't able to go through every single person because I had notifications through comments. And what's wrong? Sorry, I'm gonna be talking still. I had comments and likes on my pictures, and then it would also get thrown in that I had, you know, people who were following me. Hey. So what I did instead was I changed my profile to private. It's really a personal choice. Public, you know, you can do hashtags, and if people who ever see your posts through like the hashtags, if they search those, they will they're gonna, you know, go to your page, and you can potentially get more people that way. But private for me makes it more personal, and oh my goodness, it makes it more personable. And see, I just love that I can work and like just be holding him. This is awesome. You see you in there. So, yes, I make it private first, and that way, when you're private, whoever requests to follow you, it will all go in one thing, so you can accept them. And for me, I don't add anyone who is not on my team. It works wise, just basically because I don't know, it clogs up my news feed, and same thing with Facebook, which we're gonna get into in a little bit, but you have your Instagram and your Facebook accounts, sweetie. You have your, your social media sites because you want to build your business, and that's not gonna happen if you're just scrolling through people who aren't on your team. Oh my goodness, you're crazy. Okay, so I do mine private, so every single time, I know, he's crazy. So I run mine private, that way everyone who adds me, I can go through and make sure they're not an It Works distributor. If they are, I block them. So, yes, I block them. I don't know what he's doing. You're so crazy. I block them if they're an It Works distributor. If they're not, I will... Honey, this is not working. I will go through their posts and he's like, who are you talking to, Mom? Who am I talking to? If they're not an It Works person, I'll go to their page and I'll like usually 8 to 10 pictures of theirs, and I'm just gonna start building a relationship. So I will do that, and hang on. Oh gosh, he's gonna be into everything now. You were fine in your high chair, sweetie. So, anyways, I'm getting like off topic. I'll go to their page. I'll like 8 to 10 pictures, and I'll comment depending on if I'm like, wow, this girl like has her borders down, like she knows how to, edit her pictures, and her Instagram just looks amazing. She has a bunch of comments and likes on everything. Like, I'll comment on more, but typically I comment on one of their pictures, one that stands out, and I'll give them a compliment, something non-It Works related. So, for instance, I will go to, Alex's post, and I'll like, all of her pictures, and if she looks like she's a really good person that would be good at this business, I will comment on a couple things and just say, oh my God, I love your hair, or, this is such a sweet picture, you have such a beautiful family. I'll tell them that their page looks amazing, and what that's going to do is it's going to build it's going to start building a relationship with them. So they're going to, in return, go to your page, and they're going to start looking at your pictures. That's why it's so important to have your, what your first 9 pictures are. It's called your portfolio. So, supposedly, I don't personally do this when I add someone. Sometimes I do now that I'm like working my business from here. But I will look at the followers. Honey, no. Your followers to following ratio should be, what do you do? You should have less people that you're following than, honey, no. Less people who you're following than the people who, so like for mine, I have 2953 followers, and I'm following 2715. So that looks non-spammy, where I'm following less people who are following me. And can you guys see me? Can you see me? You just like swiped the screen over and I don't know where it went. Can everybody hear me? Okay. Sweetie, we're gonna go, hang on guys. I'm gonna put him back in his high chair. Look, I got snacks for you. Here. Look good. Alright. So, sorry about that. So they're gonna look at your following to following ratio, and as a normal person, I probably wouldn't look at that unless they have like, you know, their profile picture is like a picture of a product and not themselves, or they just look wicked spammy. I would look at that, but we just want to make sure. So there's some apps to follow. I just started using the Followers app, which is this one right here. Whoops. Right here. It's called Followers. And so just for instance, I'll just go through it. So I'll click on that and it's going to show me everyone who I'm, says all my followers, everyone that I'm following, and how many posts that I have. So it'll tell me who my new followers are. It'll tell me how many people have unfollowed me, which I don't want to be following someone who unfollows me. So I'll just go into there and I'm going to unfollow all those people. And then it shows people who aren't following me back. And it shows me the users who have blocked me, so obviously I want to unfollow them as well. And you can only unfollow, I think it's like 50 people an hour. So then it asks you if you want a notification sent to your phone when you have like the time's up for the hour. So I'll do that as well, and I'll just do that. And you really want to make sure you have a balance. So if you're going in and you're adding like 200 people and then every hour you're unfollowing, you know, 50 people, you're adding a lot of people that day. And so like every hour you should be adding 50 people and unfollowing 50 people. Just to keep it balanced, and that way Instagram's not going to look at your account as a spam account and end up deleting your account. So that would be like horrible. So I mean, when you're doing like a 90-day push on Instagram, you should be doing like, you know, adding 50 people, unadding 50 people every hour, and then like make a post. And then, you know, like that night I will go through all the posts that I've made, and I will message and comment everyone who, I will message everyone who likes and comments on those posts. So I'll do that. So that's another thing. They're not following you back, this app's gonna tell you. And honey, oh, your show's off, I'm sorry. You make this interesting. It's gonna tell you who's not following you, and you are just gonna unfollow them. So we're gonna get into what everyone's looking at your post and what they are determining if they want to follow you or not. So for instance, we're just gonna go to mine again. They're gonna name, it's called Followers app, and I've used Crowdfire, I've used non-followers, and those didn't really work for me. You could only unfollow like 20 people at a time. So this is my Instagram here, and it's really about like building relationships on Instagram, because these people do not know you. So you want to make sure that you're posting things that Bentley, my house is crazy, guys. Do you see like what my life is? Bentley. So the first thing you're going to look at is your picture. Obviously you want a picture of yourself. You don't want it worksy. You don't want it, you know, a clear picture of just you in your face. And then, you know, obviously the followers to following ratio, you want to have that for you to be following less people of who is following you. So obviously your name is going to be there. And for me, I just made it a lot simpler lately. And so it says like God first, happily married, baby spam, business owner, weight loss journey, Maine roots, because I'm from Maine, empowering women, and adventurer. And then I just have Jeremiah 29:11 in there. And that's like my brief. People are gonna just skim that over, and I don't have any emojis right now, but it's really good to have those. I'm just noticing that more. I'm kind of like, I'm still learning as I go. So, I mean, I will visit a lot of It Works people, and I'm seeing more often that they're starting to do like less emojis. I'm not sure if it's like kind of a turn in the, you know, in the way it works, but this is what I have right now. So having your phone number in there, just having stuff about you. Don't post that you're an It Works distributor. Something that's really cool that people are gonna like is if you have business owner in there. So I have that in mind. And just talk about, like, you know, your life, things that you enjoy. I could also put in there that, you know, I'm a dog mom. Like, people like to follow a lot of people who, you know, have dogs. And it shows that I'm religious, I'm married, I have a baby. My weight loss journey, like, people go crazy about, you know, doing weight loss journeys. And it shows that I'm from Maine. Like, it just shows that I'm a real person. So, and then I also have my Facebook link right there at the bottom. So, going into what to post, people are going to add you. They're going to follow you back if you are, so let's say you add someone. Really? Let's say you add someone who you don't comment, interact with, or like anything of theirs. There's a 6% chance that they're going to follow you back on Instagram. So going to these people's profiles, I'm so sorry, William, that's enough. So going to their profiles and going through liking and commenting on all of their stuff, they're gonna go to your page. So that's how you get followers, is by just being thoughtful and interact with these people. So like, for instance, if someone went to mine, which I found someone that I really wanted to, you know, build a relationship with. I comment on 8 to 10 pictures, I like 8 to 10 pictures. Yeah, I don't even know if you guys can hear me because he's so loud. Comment on like 8 to 10 pictures, and I'll comment if she looks like she's gonna be someone who I would really like to talk to about this business. I'll comment on, you know, 2 or 3 pictures, and that'll get her to go to my page. So when she goes to my page, this is what she's gonna see. She's gonna see my picture. She's gonna see, you know, how many people I'm following versus how many people that are following me. She's gonna read that I'm a real person. There's nothing about It Works in there, because honestly, it's really a turnoff when people are gonna read that and say, oh, she's an It Works distributor. For whatever reason, Instagram, there's a lot more people, I feel like, on Instagram that are doing It Works. And, you know, it's come to people not really being trained on how to advertise and work your business on Instagram. So it's really given us like a bad name. So that's up to us to train our teams and make sure that we're all doing it right. That way, you know, less people are going to put no It Works wraps, you know, or something like that. So the next thing they're going to go to is the first 9 to 12 pictures, which is my portfolio on Instagram. And they're going to see, like, right now, I'm doing a lot of before and after pictures, but you can't see that because I delete them after about 8 hours. Do you want some more snacks? Where's your Bubba? Alright, my husband's home, so this might be a little easier. So I delete my before and after pictures after about 8 hours. Obviously, and after I message everyone who likes or comments on that picture. But I do post a lot of before and after pictures, and since I'm going for this promotion and I'm trying to build up my volume, I've been posting I've been trying to work my lifestyle posts into my product posts. And so like right here, you will see that I have a lot. Like I have 2 cleanse pictures, I have some greens, my fat fighters, and the ProFit. Yeah, I'm doing a training. So let's say in 8 hours I go through and I message everyone who's seeing these pictures, liking them and commenting. I'm probably gonna delete a couple of these, and I'm just gonna scroll down to show you guys kind of what it should look like. So like this is a couple pictures down, and we have like a picture of me, like money, product testers, Yeah, you guys don't want to be paying for likes and follows. If someone, like, there's a lot of scamming people out there that will tell you to pay to get followers, and you're just gonna get spam. So don't do that. The way to get followers and likes is just being thoughtful and building relationships with real people. So this is like a really good resume. If someone saw this, you know, I will make sure that I have like a few pictures with words, and really like inspirational, really bright pictures. The apps that I use are PicTapGo, and I believe you do have to pay like $1.99, but it's so worth it because it makes your profile look so bright. And so yeah, I have a picture like of me, I have a picture of money, so like people are looking to, it's called like the F's, faces, friends, fitness, food, trying to think of other things, like basically everything with F's, freedom, you know, friendships, and then like I have a lot of faces on mine, you can see that, and fur babies. I'm trying to think. We had like a whole list of things with F's, and like if I post a picture, like I'll do like fast start bonuses if I get someone on my team with their 2 customers. You know, I'll make a collage where I literally just take a picture of what I'm doing as soon as I get that email, and in the corner I'll just post like, you know, new distributor notification, whatever I get in my email. So that's kind of how I make everything so bright and colorful, and it makes me look really professional. If you scroll through like all the way down to my Instagram, you will see that I failed miserably when I first started. So don't, you know, I was there the same. So, you know, don't feel bad. And, you know, posting food. I have a picture of coffee, which would be food. Trying to think of the F's. Fitness. Friends. Let's see. I have stuff like I'll post some stuff on my dream board and just letting people know that like I believe in myself, and just very, very positive things. Quotes, stuff like that. I'm trying to think. But anyway, so let's say, you know, someone goes, and that's what they're going to see. They're going to see an adventure, and that's really what you want to make of your portfolio. I'd say right now, like, most of my business is Facebook, but Instagram, like, I'm just starting to get the hang of it a lot better, and it's all about building relationships. I switched my profile to private, and I've been building relationships with everyone who follows me, and since I've been doing that, I've gotten quite a few loyal customers, and I signed up my first distributor from Instagram the other day, and I'm also, I haven't gotten a hold of her today yet, but I was supposed to be signing up a girl from Ireland, so that's wicked cool. We have the It Works app, we have the Pay Portal, and the Wrap app. So let's say I'm just someone else, I'm Susie, and she sees that Justine Peterson has liked 8 to 10 photos, she commented, and she's like, okay, well, I'm gonna see what this girl is about. She goes to my profile, and she just scrolls through, which, here's another trick. The lines, instead of viewing it in like the icon forms, you click the lines, and it makes it so you can just scroll through. So if I were to go on someone's page, I would just go right down, and it's just the time it saves you, instead of going back and then going to a picture, liking it, going back. So she's just gonna scroll through, and you know, she might like some of my stuff, but she's gonna appreciate that I was thoughtful to her, and she will most likely follow me. So if you don't like or comment on anyone's post, it's only 6% of people who are gonna go back and follow you. If you do like, you know, a picture or pictures, I think it goes up to like, you know, the following back rate or whatever you want to call it goes up to, I think, in the 20 or 30s percent. And if you comment, it boosts it way up to like the 60, 70th percent that they will follow you back. And that's basically how you're going to build your business. How to post, you know, what to post. Don't post. I never post flashy things like join my team for $99. I never post this girl has wraps in stock, you know, glitzy things. I never really post that stuff. It's all about, you know, me living with the products. It's, you know, my lifestyle and, you know, my family. So those are just some tips there. And okay, so I took these notes from Alyssa Bilio. I think she just won Ambassador Diamond, but she just had some really good notes for Instagram. She's like killing it. She used to be a blogger. And one of the things that she said in Instagram training was that the devil is going to be in your ear every single day in this business. And I wrote it down just because I'm like, you know, everyone goes through their own funks, and it's completely normal. But, you know, he's going to be in your ear. He's going to be in the way that your friends, like if they're making fun of you, he's going to just try to tear you down because he does not want you. He does not want you in this, and it really struck me. So I just wrote that down. I don't know if that's something you guys needed to hear today, but I thought that was pretty good. Hi, baby. William says hi again, guys. He's gonna rock that. Yeah, I mean, a couple other good stuff that she has. Writing down goals and reaching them. You know, if you write them down, you're going to reach them. Nobody's going to believe you until you believe in you. And being like so passionate and being, oh my God, I forgot the word. Confident. Oh my God. It's been a long day, guys. Being confident in your post when you're talking to people, that's really going to get them excited, and you know, they're gonna believe you. Like they don't want to believe in a business or a product if you're like, yeah, well, you know, I just started it and I don't know if it works yet, but you know, I guess it's worth a shot. No one's gonna be like, okay, I want to join that, I guess. If you're like, I started this business because I wanted to make $200 and you know, I'm gonna get there. Like if you're just confident about it, you'll get there. Pick, tap, go. Being yourself and being honest. There's another good, there's a hashtag actually. It's called Follow Fridays. So basically if you just look up that hashtag, you'll probably see someone, and she was a blogger, so I haven't done this yet, but it's a really good tip. If you know, find 4 people or a couple people, you get them in a mass message on Instagram, and you basically just tell them like to, what do you call it? See, now that he's like not around, I'm like, it's like it's a collage of 4 different people who you promote. So like bloggers, people who have boutiques, stuff like that. So people who are selling things, you know, obviously don't do any other It Works people, but just I'm gonna look up the hashtag right now just to give you guys an example. Follow Fridays. So like, this is someone who I'm not following, but this is just an example. She has it's a collage of 4 different people that she's promoting for their business, and in return, like, so you'll promote these 4 people, and those 4 people will include you in their Follow Friday posts. So what she says is just, Instagram has introduced me to so many amazing moms, so I absolutely adore Follow Fridays and the chance to meet more inspiring women. Today I would like to introduce so-and-so, and that might get you followers too. So, I mean, if you want to make your, it doesn't even, if you're not a mom, but if you want to make your Instagram more of like a lifestyle and posting things not all It Works related, that's a way to get followers too. So there's the Follow Fridays, and sorry guys, I'm just reading over. I haven't read these in a while. Oh, I got some F's in here. So yeah, so like those first 9 to 12 pictures is your first impression in your portfolio. Freedom, food, fashion, fun, friendship, family. And yeah, another thing is like, don't make a new Instagram. Just use your Instagram that you have been using, so that people can see like you're a real person. They're not gonna wanna just make It Works part of your life. Same with a Facebook. Don't, you wouldn't, if you really believe in a product in this business to change your life, you're not gonna make a separate profile, because that just looks like you're a salesperson or something, and we aren't. We're shares people. So as far as the PicTap Go app goes, the ones that I use are Brightside, Crispity, Foxfi, and I'll use like an auto color, auto contrast, so I'll use those to brighten up my pictures. Everything you want to have a lot of color. And you want to be posting, I say to post more, you have the 3-3 rule, but you want to make sure, like, Instagram is very, very different from Facebook. So Facebook, it picks and chooses how many likes a post has, how many interactions it has, and it bumps those to the top. So on Instagram, it's just a feed. Like, whoever posts you're going to see first. So if someone's following like 5,000 people and you post 3 times a day, they're most likely not even going to see your post at all. So posting, a minimum of 6 times on Instagram every day, every hour is great if you can do that. There's a really awesome technique, actually, it's called our airplane mode. If you are busy working during the day or just have, a crazy day, like we all do, if you go to make a post, so let's see, like this is a PicTap Go, thank you. This is just a picture of the greens that I have, so, I'll make a caption, and I'm gonna swipe my phone. This is obviously an iPhone. I'm gonna put it in airplane mode, and I'm gonna share it. So what that does is it's not gonna post. I'm gonna take it out of airplane mode, and it says failed at the top with a little arrow to repost it whenever I want. So literally it takes 2 seconds. At night, if I know that I'm having a really huge day tomorrow and I don't want to focus on posting that much, I will just have a bunch of them. You can do them over and over again. I'll have a bunch of them, and I'll just pick and choose which ones I want to share that day. And then another thing, actually, as we kind of go into Facebook, which actually I might even just stop this Periscope and do another one for Facebook, but don't hit, what is it called? You go to your pictures and you go to post. when you click on Facebook, don't do that. To Facebook, it just goes to a completely different album where it says your Instagram photos, and for whatever reason, more people aren't going to see that on Facebook. So it takes literally 2 extra seconds to copy it, and each picture you post is going to save to your camera roll anyways, so it'll be right there when you just jump over to Facebook and post that. And then another awesome app that I use is Buffer, and that basically it tells you if you want to post like 2 times a day, if you want to post 3 times a day, 6, whatever. It tells you what times of day are the best that people are going to be online. And yeah, I don't think it adds Facebook, but Instagram, I think Facebook, most people go to bed by like 11 o'clock on Facebook Eastern. For me, it'd be like Eastern Standard Time. And then on Instagram, I think it goes to like 1 a.m. So if you're thinking, you know, if you're marketing to like people around the whole country, my lunchtime could be totally different. So if I'm posting every hour, I know that I'm hitting every single market, you know, where you really get down to the when factor, when people are on their phones, when they're on their lunch breaks, they're on their phones, when they're just waking up, they're on their phones, or going to bed, or, you know, right after they get out of work or something. So trying to hit those markets and being conscious of the time that you're posting. I know that as far as like the 2 o'clock to 4 o'clock time frame, PM obviously, is not that good. But let's say I make a post at midnight. So, you know, on the West Coast, that would be a 3 or 4 hour time difference, and they could just be getting ready for bed at that point. So that's really important too. I think that's like, do you guys have any questions? Oh, if you're going to use hashtags that you're interested in so you can connect with people and being yourself. Don't use more than 3 hashtags because you look like a spammer. And so, I mean, for an example, if I post a picture of Bentley, which is my German Shepherd, I will hashtag dogs of Instagram, or obviously if you're private, it won't matter if people aren't going to be searching for it. But if you are public, you know, dogs of Instagram, fur baby, stuff like that. And I think that's all that I have for, sorry. Yeah, I mean, if you guys don't have any questions, I'm going to stop this Periscope, and I'm going to switch over to Facebook. William's back, and just wants to say bye. Say bye.
Bye.
Bye. All right, thank you guys for watching, and I will start up another Periscope. I'm crazy.